I might have to go. All right. So we are back, y'all. What up, though? It's your boy Bus Driver, man. It's the bus stop live from the D. Once again, shout out to Flick, shout out to my cuz, and shout out to Pierre Anthony. Um, Everybody who's come through so far, like this has just been an incredible time, incredible vibe, man. So and I appreciate y'all ride with me, man. So we have another guest in the building. What I'm gonna do, like I've been doing with everybody, I'm gonna have him introduce himself, what he does, and we're gonna get into it. We're gonna definitely vibe out, man. So if you could go ahead, introduce yourself and tell the people what you do.
For sure. What's good, y'all? Yo, so my name is Denzel Donald. I'm a school teacher by day, but I'm a professional musician. Here in Detroit, went to DSA, class 2010.
Shout out to BSA once again.
Went to Wayne State, Bachelor of Arts in Music type shit. Um, I've been teaching going on, well, now 7 years. I'm a classical musician, gospel musician, jazz musician.
Okay.
Trombone is my primary instrument, but I'm also an opera singer.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
being able to sing in different languages and traveling doing that, it's been like my main focus.
Okay.
You remember Aretha Franklin's funeral?
Mm-hmm.
I sat right behind Bill Clinton on trombone,
Oh wow.
and so
Wow.
shit doing that.
Oh, I have so many questions now.
Yeah,
There are so many questions.
it's a few different situations I've been in that was a blessing for real.
Mm.
So, but I'm mainly a school teacher, but I write music, I compose orchestrations, music that can be set for films and games. But I'm also one of the artists you would consider like not really out there.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really put myself out there, or I haven't really taken that next step. But I know I have the capability to do so.
I can dig it. I can dig it. And part of that, like I said, part of the reason, I'm saying, you are here is to kind of to be able to talk your shit for real, man. Like and have that opportunity to kind of take that next step. Because I mean, with being able to travel and do some of the things that you've done, I know that
Yeah.
that kind of changes like your perspective, like kind of as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like because you can see the potential of where you can go with it.
Yeah.
So with that call to play trombone at Aretha Franklin's funeral, like that's first of all, like just kind of saying that out loud. I know that's gotta kind of be like a wild thing, but like just what was that like for you? Like getting that call, like you were kind of tapped, what I'm saying, specifically to do that. Like how did that kind of go, and what was going through your mind?
Shit, when I got the call, I was like, damn, all these motherfuckers out here, you want me? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, don't get me wrong. I'm aware of what I can do musically. I'm aware of the skill that I have, but I'm like, shit, you want me? For sure. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I played for Aretha Franklin before in 2012 at the Fox Theater. So if we had to play like her hits and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm familiar with it. It was no
Mm-hmm.
problem. In fact, uh, I have a random awkward ass moment with Aretha Franklin. We got stuck in the elevator at the Fox Theater,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know she was like so extra. Man, she was like, "Get me off this elevator, the fuck now!" And I was like, "Please get off, get her the fuck off." But aside from that, I mean, like when I got that call, man, I was honored. I was appreciative. Like, the first person I told was my sister, and she posted it all over the Facebook and Instagram
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. And oh my God, be famous. But it was cool.
That's what's
It
up.
was cool.
So all right, so of course I feel like home is always gonna be home. But being able to travel out of state and out of country,
Mm-hmm.
what's one of like your favorite places that you've been able to perform?
Oh man, locally, one of my favorite places to perform shit right around here. Like, I feel like it's good for people that not only look like us,
Mm-hmm.
but our community to see what we have.
Okay,
Like,
I can dig it.
there's a lot of hidden gems and unseen gems
Mm-hmm.
because just because it's hidden, people know them, but there are people that people don't know, but
Mm-hmm.
they should know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like that's important. If I'm traveling nationally, any state, like last place I went to was uh, Erie, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I did a wedding gig playing trombone with a group. Shit's lit. It's great. It's a fun time. But if I'm traveling internationally, last place I've been to was Africa.
Mm.
And so when we went to Africa, it was primarily missionary work, but at the same time I got a chance to really teach kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like I, uh, I give private lessons for uh, low brass instruments, low brass trombone, tuba, baritone. Right? Teach kids how to read. Really work with the kids. Just give them back to people that look like us. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Been to Italy, been to Panama, all jazz oriented. You know what I'm saying? Um, Getting the opportunity to have those moments allowed me to see that as a musician, as a black man, as someone from Detroit, it's really possible. But you have to really put yourself in a position to realize you can get it for real.
And that's absolutely real, absolutely real. And I do like what you said. You know, with the spot that you're talking about, where it's a lot of hidden gems and unseen gems. Um, that's one thing I kind of I feel like it's part of my mission to dig. You know what I'm saying? To find those and to bring those to people, because that's one thing that I've always enjoyed. Even it's crate digging, and there is, even in the digital age, you still can do it. It's still like that. Of course, you're not physically going through stuff, but it's like with the algorithms, you're going to get some of what you want, and you're going to get some artists that you've never heard before. And I can tell you now, some of my favorite artists are artists that just so happen to come up in my shoot, um, you know, what I'm saying in the playlist. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a quick break. Do I have an outlet anywhere over here? Because I did not think about. Um, yeah. I forgot. Let me hold on. I got this charger. I was not thinking about that at all. Yeah, I know. That was the and somebody told me that. You want? So I mean, yeah, she was raised. Yeah, you could. Jay, this cool? Okay, absolutely. You can pass it to you, bro. Yeah. I'm ready. I just happened to see it on the wall. I'm like, shit. Yeah, pause. Pause. That's great. Oh, we about to get into it. Oh, we about to get into it.
Trying to, man. One continent at a time. I ain't shit. I ain't been to all 50 states, but I'm trying to get them continents out the way.
I appreciate it. All right, we back, y'all. We back, y'all. We get have to make sure that we can continue to stream. Can somebody get this joint going? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I mean, shit, and I'm glad that Cuz just said something, man. Like I said, with the traveling, tell us about that in Africa. Like, what was that like? Kind of just being in a place where you see, of course, being in Detroit, like it is a lot of black people, so it's like you kind of used to that growing up. But like knowing that the country, yeah, that's facts. But knowing like you know what I'm saying, like being in a spot where it's nothing but black people. Like, what was that like for you? That travel experience.
I keep it all the way 100 with you. When I first got the offer to go to Africa, I'm like, I don't know. But then I had to really just kind of sit back and think, nigga, you around these motherfuckers every day.
Mm-hmm.
What is the uncertainty for? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But once I got past that, and I actually went, but then you see all the fine ass women, and then you see the culture, the food, everything is organic, everything medicinal around you. I'm like, damn, why didn't I go here earlier? You know, so I wear this. This is made of rosewood. When I was over in Africa, I got this from a souvenir shop, but they made it for me on site. And so I wear this every day because it's like I'm over there every day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can dig it.
There, being in that culture, it was an eye-opening experience. Very humbling. Like, they are people. I don't know if the word is minimalist, but like it takes only a little to get them going.
Like you don't need all the extras that we kind of have over here that we've gotten used to, but that are unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? When you really think about it.
It's like I got this big ass house. I came back home, I'm like, damn, I don't need half this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Them kids, like when we had to teach lessons and they had to go from building to building, they was taking their chairs everywhere they went.
Mm-hmm.
They would have an instrument in their hand, their chairs and their music stand everywhere they went. Humbled the fuck out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, damn, we spoiled enough to have chairs in every classroom. We're fortunate enough to have paper. We're fortunate enough to have music stands.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have to take shit anywhere we go.
Mm-hmm.
We can just walk there and be there. Wherever they went, they took their music stand, they took their chair. Even if it was outside, in the wind, in the rain, they still did what they have to do.
Mm-hmm.
That changed my perspective, and it made me realize to not be so greedy in the sense of realizing that I need this, I need that, I need this. I can make do with what I have, but if I want something, get it. But just know that have your bare necessities and wants, and then do more. And with those type of people, they're always happy. Now, with them, if you mention something negative, they'll address the negative. But there are type of people that look for solutions. Here in America, we have a really bad crab in the barrel effect. Very, very bad crab in the barrel. And which, to that point, I feel like that's why some musicians or artists are also not heard of because of that same crab in the barrel effect. Over there, it's kind of like, wow, you do this? Great. I'm going to tell my friend, you do this. And then when they tell their friend, now you have a whole entourage of motherfuckers you've never met before.
And that's how it should be.
They're on your team because you give a fuck about something that's passionate to you. And so that opened my eyes. And so as a teacher, what I brought back with me is a sense of compassion. And what I tell these kids is, you can be anything that you literally want to be. Just don't let stupid be one of them, and don't let ignorant be a close second. And so when you, as a musician, as an artist, as a teacher, though I'm not a parent, I have a natural ability to nurture through music. And that's why I chose to teach, because I know what I have to offer. And going to Africa sealed the deal for me. It was a spiritual journey, but it was also like a damn. We are so arrogant, uptight, and whatever else here in America. Over there, it's so chill. I'm not gonna say they ain't got their issues, because I've seen some shit. Some politics go crazy there. If you vote for the opposite person, like Donald Trump versus Kamala, over there, they'll feed you food and poison you and watch you die right in your face. No, I seen that shit firsthand. I'm like, that's all I need to know. But here, we just talk shit.
Right.
They're about action.
They say, oh, okay, I got you. Yep.
What up, though?
How do you compartmentalize being a musician and being a teacher? How does that resonate in your life?
Being a musician and being a teacher, when you say compartmentalize, it gets deep. It gets stressful. Yes, sometimes you do, because as a musician, there's endless possibilities. As a teacher, there are layers. You can't take what you know and just give it to kids. You have to break it down and get them to understand why you know what you know, and so that way when they regurgitate it back to you, then you can tap into your musicianship and allow that to fester from there on forward. As a teacher, I believe in really breaking shit down. I had a lot of teachers never explain shit to me, but I had to figure it out on my own. And so I'm the type of person, I'll talk to you, not at you. And then once it's broken down, I'll follow back up to make sure you understand it, because you need to be able to teach me what I taught you, as if I don't know what's going on. Feel me? And so if I had to divide the two or compartmentalize, sometimes I do have to turn my complete musician hat off, or switch off, I should say, and be a teacher. And sometimes I can bring them both together. If they really know what's up, I can bring them both together, and I can really talk the type of nomenclature, the type of terminology that they need to hear, so they know how to be successful as young musicians.
Is it difficult? Like, is it difficult to be?
I'm about to have you put a share up, like, for real, like, I mean, because these are good questions.
Inquisitively, I mean, being that you are a traveling musician, being that you are opposite, being that you are a teacher,
And I definitely want to get into that.
Difficult? to balance the three?
Yeah, like especially when it comes to gig life.
I can see that.
School is still a 9 to 5, if you will, even though my schedule is technically like 7 to 2, but it's still a 9 to 5. So you get up every day, do your thing, go home, deal with attitudes, deal with moods, deal with the idiot bitch parents, just a whole,
the whole thing.
just yeah. And so when you turn that switch off and you turn your musician switch on, it's like, damn, I got a gig today. Fuck, I'm tired of shit. Roll up, take it in. Cool. Let me go ahead and do this. So if I'm singing, I can't roll up. I gotta just sing. But if I'm playing my trombone, you better fucking believe. Roll up.
Yep. That's what's up.
And then you gotta unwind. You feel me? Because you gotta be present in whatever you're doing. If you're an artist, you have to be fucking present. There's no way around it. If you call yourself a musician or artist or anything that shows skill, you have to be present. And so if you're not present, you're really just wasting time, because what are you doing it for? It's a service, but it's something that is also dear to you. And so if you're not your authentic self, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, we went back to the why. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why are you doing it? If you don't know the why and the reasoning as behind why you're in the studio all the time, then you don't need to be there. You know what I'm saying? And that you take the time to kind of reevaluate that. And that's one thing, once again, everybody I've talked to, it's been so dope, because it's the love that y'all have that I appreciate so much, because art is I look at the impact of it, right? And I've been able, like, it was once again going back to this Michael Millions interview. I interviewed him and I asked him, like, what was the first time, you know what I'm saying, like you doing your song and like in front of a crowd and they're singing that shit back to you. You know what I'm saying? And for him, the first song, he was not proud of that song. He said went to the studio that night and deleted that song like that night.
Yeah.
Because of the message behind it. But to me, that was just like well, damn, you really give a fuck about what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There is a genuine love and care, and just like I said, I was thinking of a baby. That's the way, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you got the baby wrapped up, you making sure like it's taken care of, and the love that it needs is getting. And the results of that, and what's dope with you being a teacher, we were talking about teachers earlier, you're going to see the impact of what you're doing 15, 20 years from now.
I'll tell you now, I'm blessed to be a teacher, and I'm fortunate, and I'm already seeing the impact of it. So I started teaching private lessons fresh out of high school. In 2010 is when I graduated. I worked at a facility called Michigan State University's Community Music School. It's located off of Mack Avenue downtown in Woodward. And so my first student, though he went into engineering, he did take playing trombone into college. I mean, I gave him everything I had, and it was limited. If you think about it, back then versus now, it was limited. But I gave him everything that I had, and he took it far. When he had got his first, it was some competition he had did, and he had made like 3 recs playing the fucking trombone.
So, bro, where's my cut? Because you know what I'm saying? I need a percentage of that, dog.
But you know what though? At that time, I wasn't even thinking like that. But I feel that though. But I was thinking, I'm like, damn, Christian, I'm so fucking he did it. Because to an extent, yes, it was me, but really it was him. You feel me?
Denzel, how many students have you taught that actually still doing music?
Come on. I want you. Come on. No. Don't be sorry. I'm not. I'm saying, Rabbit. Come on. This is the shit that I love, bro.
Like
this is hell yeah.
Like how?
Slide over this way just a little bit. Yeah. So you make sure you get you in the camera.
But I'm sorry. But how many students have you taught that have went on? Because I mean, you got to think this is 14 years we're talking.
Yeah.
So you said you started teaching fresh out of high school in 2010.
Yeah.
Your first student went on to, take it to college, but he went into engineering.
Yeah.
Decided to choose another path. How many students do you think that you have taught that are still carrying on what you've given them?
I know for sure 8. There are kids like, okay, the last school I just worked at called Detroit Prep, 8th graders going to 9th grade. Kids went to Cass. The boys went to University Trade Jesu or whatever it was, and the boys played jazz. I have a trumpet player, a tenor saxophone player, and an alto saxophone player playing jazz. I have a vocalist and cast because I'm an opera singer if I ain't said already. Then I got other musicians at Martin Luther King, and so that's not counting the 8 that I was already saying before. These are brand new kids. So I'm blessed and fortunate enough to really continuously have children that give a damn, and they saw that I give a damn about them. Once they feel that, then you got them.
I mean, how does that really make you feel though? Like, is that an enjoyable experience?
It's enjoyable, it's emotional, and then on the other end of it, it's like
good question, sir. No, you did one great question. I love this. Like,
it's like I said, it's enjoyable, it's emotional, but a part of me is like it's supposed to happen. I don't believe in wasting nobody's time. And as a teacher, I'll tell them in the classroom, I said, if you came here, it's because you gave a damn about yourself. Mr. D cussed. I said, so does your mom and daddy too.
Yep.
You gave a damn about yourself. So since you gave a damn about yourself, and you know I feel the same way, we need to have an understanding. We're going to have an understanding. That means I'm going to push you. If you want to be pushed, we're going to do this.
Now, granted, we've come from the same school, so literally seen you grow up. So it's amazing for me to be an alumni. You know what I'm saying? To see you.
Hell yeah.
Like, I used to come up there every day.
Yes, sir.
I used to come up there every day. You could mark me on. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they still my kids, even though they ain't my kids. They my shit. You feel me? So, I used to come up there every day. And when I tell y'all, you, like, committed, dedicated.
It's seeing that shit.
This was in a movie. So, like I said before with Cuz, because Cuz was an older. So it's like. He was the last class. So it's like at the end of the day, when you go into this new environment, when you went to the USA, I was the experience was amazing.
Sure.
Because y'all had so many more opportunities.
We were privileged to show.
Like, what would you say as a teacher, as a music teacher who comes from a school of arts, what would you say to these students at DSA that are going right now?
Your focus has to be your best friend. And you have to be so married to focus that nobody can shake you. Your ability to be real with yourself has to be your best friend.
Absolutely.
If you're not real with yourself, authenticity will be absent. Your ability to hear and understand has to also coincide with what you know.
Absolutely.
Now, being a person from the arts, it's not easy. People look at it, and when people compare that type of stuff to sports, they look at it as like you just doing some shit. But if you are personally, if you're in DSA and you're committed to the arts, or if you are committed to your art, then nothing can shake you. You cannot let nothing shake you.
Just like change your perspective on teaching.
I would say.
I mean, think about it, because now you're in a new age, you're in a new time, you're in a new era. You gotta think 2010 was a whole different.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I had just came home. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure 2010 was a whole different. And then now we're at 24, going into 25. Does that change your perspective on how you teach? Or that's the better. Absolutely. Change your perspective on how you teach.
Absolutely. The type of teacher I am, I don't do the traditional sit down, close your mouth, or do this, do that. If you really want it, you're gonna pay attention. I said, I'm here just like you because somebody care about something. So once I set that tone, I then keep it above from there. Everything that I teach, I make it relatable. I make it to where kids understand it at their base level, and then once I see that they got it, I can begin giving them terminology that's above them, but that'll carry them to get to there.
Mm-hmm.
What made you want to operate?
And that's really what I want. Because that's the question that I do have.
First of all, I've heard you sing.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And you have an amazing voice.
Thank you, my brother.
And so, being a singer
Mm-hmm.
and coming from that vocal,
Hell yeah.
you know, department,
Absolutely.
you feel me? So it's like you sound amazing, bro.
Thank you, bro.
And I'm like, what made you want to do that? Like, what took you there?
So I'll be honest.
I'm sorry.
No, that was because I was ready to get it out.
So at Wayne State in 2014, it was my last year or whatnot. And I was on the back stairwell just making noise. I also had an edible. I was just making noise. And one of my best friends, who also went to DSA, her name was Sierra Williams. Sierra heard me singing, and again, just making noise, or what I thought was making noise. And she cussed me the fuck out. She literally was so mad at me that I was not doing anything in my voice. I'm like, I'm just making some noise. And so it was the JG Whitworth shit. I am such a settlement and I need cash now.
Yes.
And so she punched me in the chest because I was like, ain't some cash now. And she was like, you motherfucker.
Wow. And that's that's one of my favorite like commercials too, bro. Like that shit go.
My mom, she been on my head. She's like, why you never submitted none of that shit?
Mm-hmm. That's dope, man. So that is incredibly dope.
Mm-hmm. It's like it's amazing to me because I watched her growth.
Appreciate you, man.
And it's crazy, like how many continents you done hit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like we hit South America, Central America, Africa, Italy, Europe. You know what I'm saying? Like you tapped in to something that's
Keep going.
You're literally killing this shit.
Yeah. I do this for myself, but I'll do it for those that pay attention to me, those that give a fuck about me. I do it for them too, because I want to change the narrative. Absolutely. I want to change the perspective, and I want to open the idea of if this.
You from the day.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You from the day. Like what? Like this is what we produce. Like,
Yeah.
how is that? Like, okay, so
it feels amazing.
what make you feel? Like,
it feels great, bro. Like my body expression might not always show it because I'm so chill, but on the inside, my big ass doing backflips right now.
And I do want y'all to understand, like, especially like living out of state for so long, being from Detroit, there's a certain level of respect.
Absolutely.
Off jump, and I will say there is a certain level of expectation, but there's like I can tell you like when I first got to school. Oh, where you from? Yeah, I'm from. Oh, 8 Mile. Like, bro, first of all, let's not do that. First of all, let's not do that. But and it was dope. Actually, all right. So going back to DSA, that DSA connection. Crystal, I can't remember her last name. Crystal. She was I think she was visual arts. But she went to Union. You know what I'm talking about, though. Because I went down there, I had a Detroit shirt on, and she was one of the first people that I saw. Like when I was like when I first like went to the square, one of the first people that I saw there. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, but with like between like her, you know what I'm saying? Like my brother was already there when I got there. It's like they already know, you know what I'm saying? Cats coming from Detroit, like what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And that level of just like respect off a jump, man. And once again, it's coming from a city where we are so creative, and to be able to take that creativity and take that around the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In every aspect of it, in every like medium almost. You know what I'm saying? So it's just been that's incredibly dope, man. Incredibly dope. We do because I feel like we kind of run a little short on time. Because we got a couple other interviews to knock out. I appreciate you coming through, man. Ride with me.
Yes, sir.
This is the bus stop. I'm your boy, Bus Driver. Let the people know where to follow you, where to find you, how to get to the music. Just kind of even music lessons. You know what I'm saying? How to get in contact with all of that.
For sure. All right, so Instagram, Zelio, Zellio 692. I'm on it every day.
All right.
Facebook, my first and last name, Denzel Donald. I probably got too many friends, but you can still follow me. All right. I post all the stuff I do. As far as lessons, hit me up on there, and then we can set up something either virtually or in person, and let's get connected.
All right. Once again, man, definitely appreciate you riding with me and coming through to the bus stop. It's your boy Bus Driver, man. Make sure y'all stay tapped in, tuned in. We got another dope interview coming up with the homie Whispers. Shout out to everybody who's been on the show so far. Shout out once again to Flick for hosting us. Shout out to my cuz and for setting all this up for me. This has been incredibly dope, man. Like I said, we're coming back with another interview, so y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in. This is the bus stop.
All aboard. Just remember, ain't no seatbelts on this thing. And don't spill no ashes on my floor, See, I'm about to introduce you to one of the best people in the game right now. Just keep your eyes and your ears open. Take you for this ride, baby. You're now riding with the bus driver, riding with the bus driver. Any show that he hosts is getting live, but you know we put it down in the RIC, but he still rep the 313. What up, you know that he's the host with the most, yeah, he bring that noise. My blood brother, one half of the Boondock Boys. And if you wanna get on stage or radio, then you should risk it. He making sure the whole family's eating cheddar biscuits. See, all you gotta do is grab a ticket, and you can bring your friends and family if you really wanna kick it. Or you can tune in and enjoy the show, cause you know that everything's on go. You're now riding with the bus